We're going to taste a wine from South Africa. Will this be our favourite South African wine? So we are going to taste a Capaia One. It's from just north of Cape Town. It was mentioned and recommended by Rick, who kindly donated this bottle for us from Majestic in Huddersfield. Thank you very much, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Now, South Africa in general isn't a country that I really get on with in terms of wines. For some reason, I always find them a little bit too acidic, a little bit too tannin for me. And so I tend to avoid them normally.
See, I really love South African wines. I think they're excellent value for money. You know what you're going to get when you take it off the shelf.
A bottle of wine.
I know that, but also the tannins in it. I don't think too tannic.
No?
No, I don't think I've met a South African wine that I've not liked yet.
Okay.
But there is always.
Well, I think it's almost like the negative of that for me. I'm not really had one that I really enjoy.
Again, that's what these things are about. We're here to try them and see how we get on with them.
Okay, so shall we have a go? Now, I understand the grape is Cabernet Sauvignon is the main grape. Just excuse me looking down at my notes here. Syrah, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, and Merlot. So there's a whole lot going on in there.
A plethora.
A plethora. And I think it's owned by a guy that's actually got 2 Grand Cru Classe Saint-Emilion estates.
Oh, well, that's really quite fancy, is that?
That's really quite fancy, yeah. Sounds like a lot of dosh to me.
Okay, so let's have a look at the colour.
Okay, yeah. It's got a little bit of a tawny appearance to it, have you?
You are completely correct. There's a brown hint there, isn't there?
Yeah, which sort of says classy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes it's
It's gone past its best.
oxidised. Let's hope this is the former. Yeah. But no, I can smell that from here.
Oh wow! You don't have to go hunting for that, do you?
Nope.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
Go on.
Rioja.
And this is exactly why I just went. Because as you may know, I adore Rioja, and this just. That why is that Rioja? There's no. It must be the oak because there's no Tempranillo in there. It's just.
Yeah, it must be the oak. Oh, and the thing that it does say on the notes, I seem to remember reading, is that there's leather, which you really like.
Leather. I always pick that up. Oak leather. That is exactly. Oh, so.
Do you know what? I'm really nervous to taste this now.
I know what you mean, but I'm excited to taste it.
Well, I'm always thinking when you taste that, when you actually get it, it doesn't taste anything like. Okay, let's go.
I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's just do it, John. Let's just do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. The first thing I noticed was the mouthfeel. So silky. It's gorgeous. And you're going to say strawberry?
Yes. This is, now usually it was the oaky kind of the oak and leather came through from the nose to the palate, which I always say is a good thing. If it does it on the palate, it gets you so, and the nose then comes to the palate, it's very good. But then the one flavour that stood out after that, strawberry with these beautiful soft tannins that just kind of like this. They come around and say, "Hey, how you doing? Do you like my wine?" And that's.
Are you getting any blueberry?
I'm not getting blueberry yet.
Nor am I.
But not even now, like licking my lips. I don't have to taste that anymore. It's in there. It's on my taste buds.
Yeah.
The length there is beautiful. Wine of choice. I'm going to take a step here and say that is one of the nicest wines I've tasted in the videos, John.
Really?
Really, I think that stands really high in my opinion. That for me has got everything that I could drink that on a daily basis and be with food, without food. I really do like that wine.
Well, have I mentioned the price? I don't think I have. Have I mentioned the price? Did I mention it earlier? I can't
Not
remember.
that well.
Just in case I have any areas again, $14.99.
Okay, 14.90. Okay, that kind of pulls things in a little bit, but not massively. $14.99. I think I would happily pay $14.99. What am I saying? I would happily spend $14.99 on that, because we've also got to come back to is wine drinking and appreciation. It's not just about, you know, what we get from it is fun-wise. It's an experience, and that for me is a little experience. The nose on there, the colour, the flavour, and the picking it out. $14.99 is not too much of a price to pay for such a quality wine.
Having read they as I understand it, what they do is they ferment each individual wine separately, so they don't just put all the grapes in together and then ferment them. They actually sort of ferment them separately in containers, and then they actually blend them afterwards, and then they put them in oak for, I think it's sort of 12, 18 months after that. So I do understand the price. It is, a winemaker's art.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think before you said that, typically in South Africa you don't get a lot of blends.
No, you don't. They usually do stick to, the single varietal, Cam Sav, Shiraz, Pinotage. But this is good. So usually when, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, usually when they do have a blend, the blends are looked on as a cheaper a wine, whereas this as a blend has just worked absolutely perfect for me, I should say. That I am very, very impressed with that. So let's get on some matching of this.
Okay, yeah, let's get on with some matching. Oh, that's a difficult choice. You know what? The first thing I'd say is that I wouldn't really be bothered about matching anything food-wise with this.
I know where you're coming from.
I could just drink this on its own and just enjoy it.
And with you in that respect, I could also, but then the matching is what's going to improve it.
Okay.
It's difficult to improve on something like that, but
Yeah.
if I were to put a cheese, if I could choose any cheese now, which I suppose is what we're doing, to match, I would look at an aged Appenzeller, a Swiss Appenzeller, the sweetness in there, the richness in there, the texture of that, together with that, I think would just, I think I said before, sometimes when you get that combination that just works, I know that's going to be a perfect combination, so I should have brought some cheese. But anyway, that would be my matching.
Okay, the thing I'm struggling with, was your comment to make this better, and I'm really struggling to think of something that would actually make this better.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would go with a lot of things. I think, you could have it with game, you could have it with steak. You'd have to have it with some meat that actually had some power of strength, otherwise this would drown it. You couldn't have it with chicken or pork or anything like that. So, you could have it with stews. You couldn't have it with spice. I don't think it'd go very well with spice. But, so I'm struggling to think. Can you think of...
Well, I don't think you necessarily have to put it with something. We do the matching bit, but you don't have to. If you were thinking, I'd rather have that on the road than put that with food, then that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I personally would.
So what about a score?
Okay, score. And it is $14.99.
$14.99, I don't think is too bad. In fact, I think that's good. I say, on a personal level, this is something that I really would go for. So I'm going to go for that and that last minute choice. There we go.
Okay, this is really going to surprise you. It might disappoint you, but I'm going to go 92.
Oh, no. This is the opposite. I went 89.
Really?
I thought I was just touching on there, just touching. So that's not disappointing me at all.
Well, you started off, don't forget, saying that this is one of the best wines we've tasted on the videos.
Yes, I did.
You have scored several wines higher than this.
Maybe we have, but I didn't want to tip over the 90 mark. It is delicious and it is very, very good. Something that I would go for, but I just didn't want to. I can't remember what we have gone for, which really stood out. But I thought 89 was a. Why would you say disappointing? Because that you.
No, I was just putting you off the scent there. I think that the reason that I've gone for 92 is that I've sort of bought into the story. The fact that so much care. It's made by someone that obviously has Cru estates in where I forgot where it was now. I went down Saint-Emilion. Thank you. Cru estates in France. The fact that they're all actually, wines are fermented individually before they're blended and then put into... I think there's so much love that's gone into this wine, and I think I've just bought into the story, and that's really helped me appreciate it.
And I can 100% see why you have, and that is not a bad thing. And your score of 92, I can see why you've done that.
Excellent. Well, good. Well, I think thanks very much, Rick, for recommending it and for giving us the bottle to try.
Rick, was it? Rick, thank you so very much. That was stunning.
Stunning bottle. So, give it a try, guys. Let us know what you think. Likewise, if you've got anything you think we should try, give us a comment below and we'll see if we can get hold of it and give it a review. Also, let us know where you are watching this from. It's always nice to know where our viewers are. And tell us your favourite wine. Tell us what you really enjoy. Okay, I think that rounds it up for now. And so until the next time.
Splendid. Thank you, Rick.
Excellent. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Chin chin.
Till next time, chin chin.
Chin chin.